car manufacturing company. Menyaya nanka bus companies here. You turn for you. Nanka emo so embe assembling plant to have because the bus sector too is very important. Yeah buses here. Yeah can you and I will agree say aban bi wo ho after independence our lay railway tracks railway sector na aban ya. And we are diversifying the transportation portfolio. You feed just cars to railways. Yeah, can airports yin kaka ye bia to air transport. And Mr. Okada nipa say na Okada betimi afa. Nipa baako. Ka kitwa amfa betimi afa nipa 9. That is how you reduce congestion and reduce the issue.
Yeah, that's it. Ebusia Richard Nyama, Deputy Communications Director, ma MPP Amanyoko no, ena yatene nkano. Richard that's it. Na Dompaino, yeah that's it. Dompaino amani boya ode abana dwenche ose ebi wine. PNC Amanyoko na semwa wu bisa no megidi se ye ka Amanyoko de hin na ye se didi so a PNC eno mo ye chen NDC Amanyoko no ewa adwenchire mu so odi bibi baby say mampani dada ma ate asim na che say promises no a campaign promises no a ne otumi ka bi wu so wo be yo so wo kan keke o eti Ghana for decision ne say on be koso ato ama mampani nanado ene Tina Mensa kwasi we no so de ya abode aba o se baby a yedru ewo man no ni mpuntuo ya ewo mu no enyasa wu nipa kro wo de wano be hyehye bokeke ena mba Okada medi atum me ba mehwa ma we yatumi akoso eye ne wu betumi aye asem no a wo ka no wo ka so betumi aye na wo dwen nipa no so a wo hye wo bo no mu se ade no a wo so be ye no anye bia ede mfaso ebebre nipa no ana Kwasi Reynolds agona odoben en wadi we fi atiki mini be ma so mai
let me say me maka said sa Okada nsemi just a promise to win votes. There is really no substance to that promise, no. When you say policy bia, there is supposed to be rational and an objective. Yeah, sorry, in your policy, and sana abembe policy, no. It means there is a challenge and there is a problem, there is an issue. You want to address, so that becomes the objective. And the strategies are would be to realize that's our objective, no. And no more policy, no. Until every policy is preceded by a preamble, and that preamble no stated the rationale and the objective for which this our policy no ever. And you be Okada legalization policy. Do you have clarity regarding the objective? Emma NDC for a suggested legalization yana. At one point, Miti say you see so it became like a way to generate employment. On another hand, so at some other point, nobody say yes you a man crofobia or sebi in here for be or omuntimi afford the nyoma binti Okada no buamo. But what they don't know is that the objective reality is that sometimes Okada bo head in chain tax impo, especially when there is traffic. They tell you say so won't you the any fruit taxi and knowing very well say traffic be ewo. Until it is not necessarily the case it serves only as they would want us to believe the least and the marginalized and are the poor in society and yes and it here necessarily. Until me clearly what the rationale behind sa Okada policy and in the absence of any policy no I mean any objective no and a rationale no sabi the way amount for tutugumu na yebehu we sorry now a candidate we so the arguments in favor of legalization are varied and confusing. On the one hand, like I said, ebimusi it is mampinya kazaka say mebunu no bi dwuma omu ya no it is a source of livelihood for them until yeguna nature say dia no mbedi, so it means it's a way to create employment, and I think that is the worst strategy one can ever develop in terms of job creation. And in some respects, so it is a bit more air can say, oh, like I said, with the a bois near any beautiful no a bois until if you ban it, it means you are trying to promote and are deepen this growing culture of elite capture no until only nyomu sika na betimi etina oman and so until there is no clarity near the kind no. And because of that clarity no, it tells me say near ye say when we meet a group and I yetna say a group where they ka we chiroma when the beji yanko can because e wa batu afim until ni obeke bia beko. And there is this growing and rather troubling subculture. Our politicians be was a young kanya man for beti epetie. Even if it includes lying, let's lie, let's deceive and so on. Because at the end of the day, yaba be mukrana ya at least yenye tumi. But I think it's about time we lifted the bar of politics beyond our pettiness and some of these deceptions and lies. Amanyo semewo for want of a better expression, a noble business because it's about kwembe nebe faso resources kakra ye won ye nyina be chama so obia nti se eye kwan a ye pese ye de boa oman na che there shouldn't be room for lies and deceptions, but ye kotoa banti ye nkan ye ewo mu ne yennimu nyina na ye ntu abanama ye bana ya ntimi anya uzeze because we've had opportunities to rule and to govern. Antimi anya no mabibri ye ka say ye be omudi chair ya anya ehwi because in 2009 when the NDC came into power there was this promise of having one-time premium payment. Anya ye, and in 2012 they won again. Until there is that history to guide them say enye no mani bibri na ye ka say be ye yetimi ye nanso yetimi to abano ema for the second time nti we dey yanka bingum this time they say uti o masem o mo kom say yakọ nipa no ye ko enye say the message na ko yo omo oni omo kan ye no ne ye de betudwa ne ya di atum di atro manifesto my dear sir Okada legalization was an afterthought. It was never in their manifesto mumen kan ukre why meba say launch, you see why did they postpone the launching of manifesto? No, but let me even grant them say but let me even grant say Okada for be share or mo eka tro mo say me patro legalize adinman. It is not everything that the electorates tell you na adi ejuma o. Why? I'm Roberts nya ya na nka enchi omo. Now, so we are manyoku. Now, Robert Scatcher say, this is our way of livelihood. This is our way of making money. Until you can legalize robbery in the would you do that because Nipano microphone about Robert Scatcher say legalize robbery for us? Debbie, that is why your leadership. Leadership is leadership. It is to listen to all kinds of opinions, listen to all kinds of demands. Now they are. So now then you sieve to find out which ones are actionable, which ones are feasible, which ones are reasonable and so on. Now I am Okada and it was not for nothing. Na abandada no a criminalize Okada. It was for good reason. And the omu catch and say ni omu hu ya criminalize Okada no. Sadi no eni hobi mana. Because ansana omodi sa ally no koye no there had to be an inspiration behind sa ally no, and I suspect said the inspiration is say near Okada ye nyoma ediba oman no edoso hadwene nti yan criminalize Okada na near ye be hu oman no ebe ha ade a ebe ye arehosem, so they went to parliament and made it criminal. Less than 4 years. Yes, you say as I didn't near for which reason we went to criminalize and you be until free. Me too my ye. But you see, if you look at the effects of Okada and Richard Eka, where this whole Okada business is coming from, Nigeria is one of the unfortunate importers. Yediaba Ghana ha. Oh, these are craze for imports. Yaya Masisi Akra were even importing terrible ideas into this country, and I dare say Okada is one of such. Now, Ushe Uko National Road Safety Authority or more provisional data of accidents are year between January to May 2020. They tell you that even though overall no, there is a decline, a 14% decline, but Okada Nkwadi, well, let me not say Okada, but motorcycle accidents has risen. And we have all lamented the carnage on our roads. Ye can't uncrofo mu wo kwan so no enye cars nko ahun. Okada ka ho pedestrian knockdowns ni nyina ka ho. But you see ni nyina suba form like you can say race na ye recording e ba form except motor for. Na ye pe ade a ebebo ye ho ban ana ye pe ade a ebe ensure say your numbers no be koso at so because of accidents. There be. And the other issue me be say Omusa Okada arrangement. It is a reflection of failure on the part of government to manage our transport sector very well. Intina, I feel very scandalized. Say the very individuals who failed to manage our transport sector are the ones suggesting this. Aden Ekofa Ayalolo by Ayalolo. What say we Ayalolo? We had rapid bus transport. BRT no Ekosiisen. Look, Uko Abeka. Almost says Sikapudwa extension kitwebi, but it costs so much to do that extension no, because now we had agreed as a country said there is a need to improve on our public transport system. And Chinese cars buy. Even the amount cost are buying to purchase those Chinese buses that could take only 18 and 20 at most. It tells you say we failed in managing the public transport sector. And because we have failed, now we think say, oh, Okada is the only answer. Otherwise, if we had an effective and a robust public transport system, nobody would even want to suggest say ma Okada yejuma. And when you outlaw Okada no, me say the introduction of BRT was part of the reasoning. Emma Abanka said, let's criminalize Okada. Senebaya, we can have an effective public transport system. But because they failed, they now think, oh, because I was thinking, say, at this point in our growth as a country, our concern would be how can we make sure, say, public transport becomes efficient, becomes effective, becomes robust. Because look, even private motorbikes are among for RID. You hardly see them. And Uko baby to say London. Look, trains and cars, public transport, bus system, very effective. This is look, Ghana has got to a point where we should be thinking about how we can have bullet trains. We can have these are things that are doable. Look, from her Echo Tamale, for example, we can have a train system. We don't. If you sit in a bus, if you sit in a bus from here to Tamale, and that form, but we can have bullet trains. I'm not saying that can be the ultimate, but we can start with even intra suburb train systems. Me who say ebimu some railworks kosupa, but it tells you say we need to improve on that so that we can have more accessible public transport system. But because you see Okada is the way to go. But baby, unfortunately imports no buy. They are running away from it. Uko Cameroon, they also imported a similar thing from Nigeria. Now Cameroon, Yaoundé is a mess, and MPs are complaining. They are trying to outlaw Okada. And I want to commend the NDC government on this occasion for outlawing Okada. It was for good reason, but because of about 20, you see, ni papa na no na enye papa. And yes, that's what it means.
Emrana wo kan ho asem no. Emrana ya de ana adwuma se na wo kan say
2012
ya shemra no but okada fo no omo na mu omo ye omo.
There is a difference between they tell you say oya madam for enye commercial business na me here. So we can have a conversation about the enforcement regime.
Yes.
And that is what this conversation should have been about. Instead of this conversation about legalizing Okada, it should have been Kwame na ebe so I'm making sure say Sam Rana ewo hono ye dibe ye adwuma. That is what I was thinking.
And first time I just say sa Okada debate we yi ba members of parliament say obi beka me kai sabre no lion say ono wa no ye regional minister Afutagbo sata mo ye minister sa se mu so ye e ma o gigina se da bi ye se ye ka se ye yi afiri ho a enye ye enye ono nko wo fa titles mpanimfo bebre
no meba
enti no se enye ma atik ade no wo ho no mu a esan semra no ye ntumi hwe mfa nya adwumanti no omo doje a ekum nipa enti se ne yenyi mfiri ho yenyi ntumu a yenwe na mra ne nya adwuma
exactly
obi say media tum na ma hwe mra ne be ye adwuma obi so say mra ne nya adwuma nipa na mu de hin na ye.
That is the point. One say this thing about we are going to legalize and regulate. How do you regulate Okada? Ube penti motos no yellow ana green say na be o mu twemu a obe hu say Okada na twemu
say ne no ma hwe no ma di mra no so
no me bisa me
question na bisa
na be penti motos no yellow ana
Okada for na ni o ma twetwe nkomo ha no o mu reasons o mu ma bi ne say because say mra no esi ye kwan say ye be ye adwumanti no ye kwa ye mpese ye be gina.
It's a lie. Menu jai. But what do you expect? Say no. Enti mra no
legalize omedi traffic
you see no
and you believe that
meba one say before ye outlaw Okada no mo yedwuma de say o mo yedwuma nti na ma aban ko parliament ko ka say ye man nye criminal enye sa o mo yedwuma say aban ntimi sorry when there is a non-existent Okada system and transport aban be sorry akọ parliament say ade a ye susu say beba enye mba but ye nhye humra it is because na wo honti are they telling us say time and number ni honum no mo di traffic so ana what is here and that is a weak argument and me I am saying say sa Okada nsemi and it is a reflection on how leadership sometimes submits to the pressures of a segment of the population and our electorates for reasons of elections
or lack of leadership
because say and I am saying say I commend the NDC for having taken the bold step to outlaw Sahadino. But Niami Ngonwa Pini say, Adia Papa, you want to destroy it because a draw about to Sunti and Yakan say Okada for see Mumania legal mine. How do you regulate Okada? Are you going to paint motorbikes on Uber painting yellow and green so that Omuchum Wabe who say Okada ni? And if there is breach of traffic regulations, how are you going to trace or catch them? Ubende, how are you going to do it? What is here?
Me jiri se wanusia sene NDC former MP for Adenche Drufi ha no kwan a question na wu bisa ye beden ya regulate ye beden.
You see, it is easy to just say on say Ghana ha o man mu among ye nyina ye kan nsem trasa so we legalize and regulate. What constitutes the regulation
and legalization?
Nobody knows. But ya can you and it appeals to a segment of Okada riders no say aban we die ana crofo we die on pese o mumma edwuma no ye legalize no mtimi ye edwuma but we mususi die we mu die o mpe as o musi da bi and near me yan say they have taken the argument to the level almost say it's an elitist move to want to suggest a man lifted the banana the criminalization of Okada no e may him free ho say sikafo adwen na ne omo ye no omo de ne omo sika nkwanti na omo buman no and so on and so forth we sana emboa because then we know the nuisance that this this presents and at the end of the day odi Uma Okada legal. What happens to our public transport system and so imagine where you have a BRT running now there is congestion because of motorcycles. You have defeated the very purpose of public transport, no? Because we need an effective public transport, no? Is to deal with the traffic and the congestion situation. So not everybody would even have the need for a car. Say our effective bus transport system in this country, and you'll be a better car. So on himself, there is a bus system on himself every 15 minutes and 20 minutes. Bus beba or modiso. Nipano wouldn't even have the need for a car because Nienti obetoka and said to beat traffic, no bedru muntem. But if there's an effective public transport arrangement, obede na wakotoka. But udi okada na aba, udi public transport aba, okada aba, na traffic na ye goon. The very reason why you introduce public transport no has been defeated. To avoid traffic and congestion no has been defeated. Ntiminim adwinya ekomu that led to the production of this suggestion. But I strongly believe, and no wonder it is just one sentence, just one liner. It appears like a flagship policy, but it's just a one liner.
Manifesto no one into details.
When it came to tax cuts, when it came to tax cuts, pages, but Okada that appears to be like a flagship policy. It's just one liner. It sounds to me, and it appears to me, say it was an afterthought. Say because promise, but into your promise, you do baby promise one of those promises. Who say wait there as a jinim a man for Okada for any and so on. Na yasum say and can't cry the become. But I am excited. Say the vice president has been very emphatic on this issue, and that is a show of leadership. Look, sometimes electricity. And if you are familiar with how policies are evolved, Abain, like I said, doesn't just develop policies. It is based on the demands of the people. And when a draw about to timer, electricity, woman say, time we need to me now. And they will make all kinds of demands on you. And I'm even surprised, labor unions haven't begun. Because this is a time they hold governments to ransom. I am surprised. Ebi COVID inti and what government did for them and so on. Ebi enunti no muhuni say it would be unconscionable for us to hold government to ransom. But this is the time our labor unions make demands. Omunim say about 2 is just 3 months away. Yes, you'll be forced to do it. Until edu about 2 time say okada for beka ni ombeka. In fact, sebi Miss Remika on. Yenu anuma 9th workers but
prostitution they should be legalizing if it is
they try to make demands because they will tell you say and because in Ghana politicians, and I think it is so everywhere else anyway, politicians get fixated about the votes in it. Udi akase uye say my beto ama nipa nbeka so obeye
enunti na mi bisa Richard say Wajidi is a vice president as a modiabano, and only the final decision MPP take. Minister say.
Minister said they are doing consultation. Vice president say. He never said they are going to legalize Okada. Also, we are doing consultation, Mr. Also, we are doing consultation. Vice President say we have done consultation, and this is not going to be done under the MPP government because
leadership for me.
Because transport unions in 24 kasa no. Your friend is saying transport. Your friend is saying, I'm in charge of road safety commission. Actually, said this is a dangerous and then one was like Ghana Medical Association for Abe Pacho. Said the Ekosiisen no legalize there. 37. Kokolo buko here days.
That's Richard. Odo anu esikura dada. Medase.
We muka cry because when the minister spoke, I think the impression, rightly or wrongly, was created. Say, no or say, ansa na mubeye mudi ekura na yen nam konsa ebeye die. That was a misinterpretation.
But that was by the media.
Misunderstood and misconstrued consultation to me say, mukura na mubeye. But I'm happy. Say, Vice President Abba Abichichi mu say, Okada is never going to be legalized under their watch. And I think, sir, that is decisive leadership. Votes in India, mikro for Obama as a politician now. yenya kwanya will make all kinds of unreasonable demands on you. It is for you as a leader to make a decision. Whether a woman has
a last message or dear free tamala about say ABY. Bisatik mama say onya we sesa wo ba tamale ne mpote mu a your means of transport kese Okada.
But that's not Okada.
It's not Okada. Obia on motor.
Stop confusing motor riding
and then Okada.
Let me take this opportunity to
educate difference wom.
Mama fantu customer former MP for Adenta Edufia when munyam for edu asari edu ha ye be kono so na
yeah just education I say Ghana 40 years say
answer na no ye be kokumasi ati tiawana
yeah just education. When him say people confuse Okada with motor riding. Okada ye with the motor ye commercial business.
Tamale dia ne ye den.
Yeah people individually own
motor.
Tamale. Me one Minka Nankambeke bibi. One of my dreams was to own a motorbike. Me a man to me anto. What you say? But you can't say 9% to Okada.
Atik Mohammed na yatene nkanu PNC former general secretary Emma Amanyoko no ene ene na hwehwe nkomo mama ono abo akwa aba na yenko asante mantem. Medical dia to anim se china Ekosiisen adwumade ne yade fikumase ene beba ye kɔ asoase abato mpeso aso na constituency adwuma ye ne honom kokromoti power eno ne adwuma ye etisi ye bekɔ hɔ de a ene ye nhwɛ mpanimfo adu grounds ne ye kɔ so mama ono abo akwa abansa ono abo akwaba microphone ni just uyisu eno a na bɔkɔ de
nyame adombo
ye de nyame ase na anu kuma se mako buja na ba wo
fire it's a use one
come on fire
you see jedem wo
kuma se jedem
Asempa FM
jedem pa
town hall meeting no enu ni jana amude kotu mu ho no
yeah we set Ashanti region on fire
serious yeah mami hwe obi edu ho nti mami hwe say Ashanti region is on fire and pass any o kana mami nkwa homa so abusuan Philippo Sebonsu e wo Asante mantem oni team na aka ni nyina adu ho no mu ya nyame ya adom ochina constituency dwumadi a ye di free ho no mu ba ye kɔ constituencies ahoro nye one constituency Greater Accra region ya ye bi ya kɔ apoye mantem so enne ye du mu Asante mantem obi hello obi meto nka papa na sabre ogina he
kya ya be piem wa Asawase constituency e wo Ashanti region ina wase na mema watiefo nyina so aba emre komase
na Ashanti region muduru ye na mene ono aboso aga kasa sesi ana o se Ashanti region de o ma seti babia on fire na no ne o mokoye ne honom no eje o mode koto hotan hall meeting e hwa ye chichichichi aso ase so de na che se NDC mu ana mode aduri mu koduru ye eniema e wo hote sen
who say Kumasi a very politically aware city and about political activity I hire one of the very vibrant areas of political activity in Ubaha all over. I mean, depending on constituency, there will be the posters of candidates everywhere. In the Asawase constituency, for example, and would him say in the Ashanti region, 3 constituencies are the opposition NDC Ewo Hano, Asawase constituency Ekaho. Sitting member of parliament here, the deputy, he is actually the minority chief whip, Honorable Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak. In Toronto, certain MP Ewaha. Osha MPP for also candidates for only the MCE for Asokore Assembly, Honorable Al-Haji Ali Duseidu. In Toronto, posters all over the place. In the Udu Asawase, a very, very, very vibrant and interesting constituency. So Osha figures are from the last voters registration now. Asawase recorded a little over 101,610 registered voters. 101,610. In fact, number of voters on the register drop rate. So over 2016 now something in the regions of 103,689. In Tusha, there a little over 2,000 registered voters are not more registered. So in 2016, though, they are off the register in 2020. In Tiamas, I was here very interested because votes it going into elections 2020. One of the constituencies are the NPP regional chairman, Chairman Woon to me, Ede or no one credibility or no one position at on the line. Say when to me or be resign. And no
chama asema obi chama asema waka nevi say eno ehyasie mame me ka chairman fofora na eche say former MP for udu mu ewo nsuta kwa mambepo so a onimunyamfo say prempem abre so na omo so gange ya pa say situe e wo se agifri munta kansam wo mo preye anye yi eti minim ne chama wuntumi ehu at this time no watumi ede ne chairmanship no kra to so say metu no enye sa mi tu afrade so wokodu ye no utie ye no niema be na asesa wo constituency ho no mo.
Yeah, I think basically say over constituency, I mean who say project be a course so be school blocks are be a vocational institution me who roads ongoing airport land there was airport for air to wall because it's been encroached upon into your more to wall for and you can see some development here and there. Of course, so only in depending on where they stand, you know, it is the car MPP for the car say, oh, when a Juma Emma vote sweat meaning registered voters no sweat you know, just this year the BBI Koyi Amaye Muntaka and Shadanya popular. The amount of quank of 4 budget is your quank of form in conform money in the studio. When you need to also think they also say something very good about Honorable Muntaka. But if you want to raise the interest in Wahane said, the two candidates no are pure Zongo men. Omunyina see a Dagomba for. In fact, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak Efi Kumbungu, Honorable Ali Duseidu Efi Yendi, they are all Dagombes. And no Emma dynamics no Wahano very, very interesting. I mean, the reason why this show, if we are part of the constituency watch on election headquarters, no, and they say the race in Asawase, unlike other constituencies within Kumasi proper, you can predict an NPP would win. The race is very, very, very tight. It decided say a constituency watch train no is the kind of and finally, free next week when you call other constituencies in other regions. In other constituencies, no. You PK as a was Ochina SMA, a Roman Catholic facility, or more hall can see a honey show, maybe fee Abremo. You told South Fred the two regional chairmen, NPP chairman, NDC chairman, Ombeba, the two candidates from the Asawase constituency, Eba. Now, over share the enthusiasm, I was ha. We are in for a really good show tomorrow. 2 p.m. Let you make the national share live from the FM. We are part of the constituency watch program, election headquarters Kokomoti Power. This is where the action will be.
Obi ma menna wase na ochina o man hine kwamra sante wo ho other team members no so wo ho yenhwe if say kane no a enkasa ne wo kan say a very tight competition say nipa no enu na ye menwanwa no if say ye betimi aka sisu dia so muntaka ho de ene ye wo ye hwan wuntumi nye but from the wo kan no china analysis say so say very close between the two no ye de beto aso ocha ne ye de ato aso
mama me fentwam so say Ochina Bedjem Jumedi on Adum TV. Yet the free Bantama constituency, Bedjem TV now so a Wukumasa, or Mono, yet the free Bantama, not every year Ekosiisen, the free Atawase constituency. A double event, Wukumase, the action in Wukumasa, Yamea Mochina.
Yo, Mufa Ghana Guinea Mali Hono Mona, Roman Hill down Hono. Teaser to be a why a de prayer na aha mo ba na mo de maso aye de sa na mo de abre nim hia no
but the moment you happen to the host
aha omo jo so papa omo jo so yeda sim abusia Philippo Sebo nsu ene ate ne nka nti china Ekosiisen adwumadie no yade free asoase abato mpesa so na eba mami sanko honorable swaga so na onto aso honorable
now we dey low
Olo o de kon low kakramaye
esa vem na nio vem no sha la say atna o ya share o so bisa
na o charge bibia ntumi stop o ti da charge ne nko
yo akuya me chia wa chief o me tia me nua no ma me no mo studio
And I know Richard Brem Wachi, and yes, more Madame Sepa, a program
We are no could do a chabu.
and I'm the tram bike so far, they Brem. And I'm grateful.
So watching if you former news editor Kofi Ansa special pa hey massa don't joke very nice Kofi good evening wherever you are only Mrs.
I think I bet now propaganda against Okada maintenance here.
Oh yeah, then propaganda.
Oh yeah, propaganda against Okada, but we need a baby aka but here look where woman say Okada issue ya ye po abeto ye omo so far in the last 5-6 years omo ride Okada at the survival numbers no grew exponentially. Umpo, that is the truth. Intina abeye issue kra ho abe hia say stakeholders national safety from saying national road safety authority and police they have all bemoaned about it. Say they've raised issues of concerns because the medical way now accidents be very CC and to the extent say a friend say riders no crash say accident they don't even want to go to the hospital because they seem to be a certain resolve by the medical authorities say winya pra na say do corner and say twa onai kra na twa onai. There is this perception out there. So there is this
Asempa FM.
I say who be multiply or trade just for survival. But like I said, yempo COVID buy and yet sad deliveries here. I think a lot of homes would have gone through
but deliveries
times.
are not illegal.
I'm not saying that, but it's part of the entire riding. It has also become part and parcel of the Okada business. So, to the extent, say, and then your friend say, companies in kitchen beer say, okay, I say, Odija, Ewagubloshi market, and now Domi market, and now Madina market, and now Malata market. You just call them. Send them a list by WhatsApp and then wire mobile money to them. Will pay from whichever market. One market if open say your shop your money free at the brow. They will go there, shop for you, put it on the bike and deliver it to you. Most banks and companies are Juma staff. They are using services like this. And these bikes are ridden by this same Okada, commercial Okada riders. Inti yempo, asem ya babetoye. What do we do? Ya banning years ago. Inti whatever they are doing now, illegal. Inti now that you appreciate this, the fact say I didn't cry illegal, numbers now increase, and because of that. Say riders because of him say original traffic light mu na police and all direct traffic no ohuna or best stop because they are illegal or stop no so they have their own language I don't mean the issue but whenever you hear them they have their own things they tell you say between Omoni police for whatever goes on between them. This is your mobile bike, and they have to pay all kinds of money before they can retrieve their bikes, and all because it's illegal. It's your red when it's like red light, also that's a police need because when you say police need bike, I'll be chasing. So having realized this thing might become a menace if we don't manage it. That is why NDC they say we are legalizing. And when we legalize it, it will be an opportunity for us to streamline operations. Streamlining, what do we mean? We can now have a regime, say, licenses, at the riding on mobile car. Because as at now, to find the motorbike riding license, I don't even know how.
No, usually you are supposed to have a license.
But they don't get it.
They don't get it.
They say they are to do commercial riding. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Oh, please. So we want to create that easy access so that people can go and learn first and foremost how to ride, because bike and you'll be a professional in terms of the riding of the bike itself. But they are sitting on it. Please. You see, why not? Who is supposed to be on any road without the requisite training? Who? Do you understand? Listen. You see, let me tell you. If that is why say won't be you have to ask and seek clarification. Motorbike, motor riders are riding a friend saying police, dispatch riders. What do you training go through? Do you think almost sorry na omo ni moto bi atnanti omo kwa no makotna dispatch bike so no mo dey ride? No, you have to be trained. There's a way kwa kohwe asekra na you can maneuver yourself and all of that. That is not dispatch. It's part of riding. Don't say dispatch riders. It's part of riding. Unim adenina yena unim who bizame.
No, have you sat on a motor before?
You see, do I have to sit on a motor? I don't have to.
I've ridden one, and
please, if you have ridden one, I have also spoken to.
You have spoken to
listen to me. I manage riders. Do you understand? I manage a dispatch. No. I manage riders. Me what dispatch company. Do you understand? I manage riders. They don't do commercial as in Okada. They do dispatch and deliveries. Do you understand? Until I manage motor riders, until I know what I'm talking about. What I say, and I have a police officer, or police dispatch rider as an instructor. What I say, or managing the like even though they know how to ride. Charlie, please, now as if you are distracting us. You know, police officer or no, after the fact that we say wouldn't bike no ride, or no about techniques of how to manage your bike. I'm not part of it, so I don't sit in that. But these are people who are well trained, a friend say, who have the requisite knowledge of bike riding in your kick account. So if me as a small company that even has about 10 bikes, now me for a whole a police officer or no so that to bring training to bear on my staff. How come a whole country cannot put together that group of people who will also take these riders through some kind of training so that on their safety on the road can be assured? You can't traffic light crossing in it's also, as I said, because they don't have the to ride commercial way into almost road police for into you do instead say SSO Ujina red in Nibuno. No we chem because on him say Ujina police never can say hey park and then that's it. So rather than to do so, no, if you have a law that gives them access to go up and down, who red lighter? So them say red as well. You're training they say do red obejina. Rather than say you unattended and unfettered, say they will do whatever they like as we have it right now. Number two, Yakasa, it will provide jobs, sir. We are looking at, and if we create a proper industry, most of these guys, they can form a proper corporate entities, like corporate, what do they call it? Cooperatives, unions. So, say, Adenta, Madina, Atomic, whatever. We can have them in groups. They can be properly labeled. Obiabehu, whatever union they belong to. It is a BB, that's a follow up on. You name say, oh, before motorway, maybe this particular place. Nicola to say, and I said, me father, this particular cooperative. So it will be properly checked and streamlined. Wow, it is a BB, Obibi Bisukra Ira, and I say, yeah, we can have easy way of locating whoever it is that picked them. Wow, again, say a bad repairs, we can also create opportunity for people almost yes bike you bet me am more could see bike yi just I'm wondering who is school because your profession we have so many people in your profession. What are you talking about? Of course.
But who can I say?
No. Please. If you are not listening, ask for clarity. Because you are a professional of a certain sort. But you should know, sir, there are more people in your so what are you saying? People will get the opportunity now that they know, sir, there's an industry like that. They will be mechanic in the form of repairing motorbikes. There will be a reason so to do. What you say? Again, beyond that, parts are. Yadi import ye bike obi so obi bet me business or bet me import to ediaba or better still there will be foundries in this country that will be able to produce some of the parts bikes yusu ewo chroma at least adeya ye DCC motorbike yusu welding ejuma won't be welders will find job to do it for me. If you look at it, say a populist BBB na one party be feel say so yeah Obenya Crawford. No, it goes beyond that. It's a whole economic activity that say you will be to be stretching while drink kakra. You will know say with whatever is coming, you are going because you see people are talking as if you can't cities. You know city. So it's easier to talk about BRT, rapid transport and all of that. But go to other parts of this country where there are no such BRT way, how people struggle to make even a 3-4 kilometer journey. Most of them do it on foot in dilapidated areas. So I'm a channel, and most of these motorbikes are servicing those areas as we speak. Wow. So let's look at the positive side of it. We are mentioning countries like Cameroon and others. Why are you not mentioning countries like Rwanda who have made a good case out of the whole industry? Go to countries like Philippines who have made a good case out of the industry. To the extent, say, Asawasi areas, just say every minute, no matter how busy the area is, there's this aboboya, I don't know my friend say, Pragia, Kitin. Every second, a particular road, I'm so 1,000. Because we are, and it's like the easiest means of transport for them around that part of town. So look, if a country is growing, and you will be in a country, and say if the road needs a bus, my bus and go. But as we speak, most of the roads we have are not big enough for our buses as we are talking about. So rapid buses no entity. You need to create their own bus lanes and all those other ways for them. Dedicated. There will be the need. There will be the need for these things in certain parts of the country. Look, in other parts, let me tell you something. Philippines, a tricycle ambulance. What do I say? Tricycle ambulance in rural parts of
where
you came from, Manila. Manila is the capital. The rural, they have ambulance, tricycle. When you ask them, they tell you. They say yes. The kind of roads are those areas, no. O the ambulance cry Ekosiisen sa kwan no so a. Ain't mean go speed. Ain't mean go speed because kwan nye. Ain't no rather than ambulances no in no, they'll prefer to put a motorbike ambulance in such a place so that because an ambulance, no matter how big it is, it can only take one person at a time.
Yeah, that's it, honorable.
What I say? It will take one person at a time. The same if the tricycle, no, and so with its weight, and also waiting for one person at a time. So practicality is what we are talking about.
Yeah,
we think it is an occasion to rubbish anything just because it is John Mahama who brought it up. For me,
Abushia, kanem Rashebedwani Emma Omanfo na owo adenta ene ne na twetwe nkomo onimonyamfo Kwadwo Adu Asare Kwadwo meba KB James Kwabna Bomfese ebi wine Mr. Obisa minua be ma Adu Asare ma me se oti hoi am Robert Beka se esan se robbery na kosoro nti no yanyintumu a ombedi atumu ana wa consider the number of accidents as okadai ediaba ewo mayimu mesre no sane all kasa wo no dispatch riders or manage bi ne ye wo bi mu omode bu aye adwuma no ye wo sa motor riders no a emrama wo ho kwan se wonya adwuma ane ye bo ne emrama ho kwan ti ma onka mienu no emom na oye ne sa se o ka niema mienu bomu a efra enye na se NDC amanyoko no wo mu ye campaign bi a memetu ni din se ye panic campaign na wo nu mu eye eti yesre omo hweye wo mu niema bi a omo ye ho na onkai so se NDC amanyoko na 2012 omo sponsor ye ma sa mrabwe ye ho hyehyɛ wo mrahye bedwam ditum eti ne minim ni enti a omasa da omo se mra no ye ntungu reasons omugina so ma ye gye mra no tum no anye bia ayira ana kebi ose anya den
on concentrating on the national forum newspaper now or tron
na dwunche no de aba no say ye ma ho ye ma
me say on my yensu yen kan ya adwin that's all aba yensu yen kan
ye that's it abusia ye na ye hutia wamra ye na ye hutia wamra ye ba ye di betu apo ye commissioning of projects no a
Debbie
mo de munya botre ye kwa ba mo de munya
Get digi with it. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. CBG Mobile, USSD, Young Code, star 924 hash, Funko the go, smartphone no, young phone no, ever fire money transfer, for 3 hour water bill, for 3 light bill, Fato credit, star 924 hash, you deserve it. Let's go, get digi with it. Star 924 hash, get digi with it. Star 924 hash.
CBG is empowering you to get digi with CBG Mobile. Simply dial star 924 hash and get digi with it.
CBG, we stand with you.
Yara Ghana, Nefamun Shachirana, Sametimi Atomi Ametrata, and Namsika menye free me harvest muafinti. Yara beta, no. Mira, yes or no. I feign I be for pa. Yes, Cavia, and I'm with Runko. Yet, O Quenibia, as soon as Mamuno. Namen so many to me do some pensoe. So what is a maker? Yara beta crop lift bow. Aye, a foliar fertilizer. Fertilizer, and what nutrients? At say NPK, a bit zinc, nay, boron. nom ya ebuama endobaye su yie.
Wobetimi de Yara Vita egugu crops ahodo te say tomatoes, meko, mango, ekutu ni cereals so.
Me wife kura ni mu. Aya simple. Yara Vita wo hu na enye ya. Wobetimi de afra agrochemical foforo e de boss spray. Age herbicides. Any weedicides pe enenka ho. Woyɛ Yara Vita. Se de be ya fertilizer no kura betimi awura leaves anasa haba no nyina mu amobia ayi na dwuma yie.
Na benye bia to he.
Ubenya Yara Vita crop lift bow ewo accredited dealers o Ghana for na nyina dodo afre Yara Ghana 0302 779 854.
Wo yo bema woni fie aduana ekwa tie me kiso yare ana prostate disorder yare ba ko a se wo hwe ne ye betima ha opa ma prostate emu akudi ehia na prostate abase ebedi bema bia akagyamu enuahini ene haban ene akabo mu aye prostate eye haban nko a nchemu ha enam se ofa prostate a wobeda na ho asumdwemu na ho besisi ho so yi akasankasa wonye bi wo drugstore bebremu ewo memu enye ma apemfo ema nkwara no fo anan nkwara nimro mfie dumienu edi ahwe edwadie nkatwemu ajatum se eye etumfrofre Phytotech Limited ewo 0246 490116 and 020 997 7733. Postal system, a healthy prostate, a healthy life.
Onia adenti na wose wo hwa keke wa bra obetimi ahye ebie wenum wa bra obetimi atiemu ayedede awbaje so ankasa shake body no ye crado catch feel no na drop mic no Ghana ebraso si asesane ye hwemu ye mama kwa baba show max so eye online entertainment for puppy the free movies new series cosi sports bit say EPL ni La Liga ni de brewo e was super sports ni ne kika ho so obetimi ahye wo device bia so brebia ko showmax.com and men's lucky.
With our new Always On bundles, you'll never run out of data in the middle of any important activity, no matter what. Choose from our Always On plans and enjoy true 4G LTE that never stops.
Surfline, it's about time.
Hey, Mira, enti akwanya wuti ugodi na say.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Na nenti na watwi menu pe na agbeve fever do a waswade konkon ano no.
Agbeve fever, me belodu bi kra ka ho a. Hey, me duru ho no mu a. Me ni malaria eni twaka bia. Ma yeso so jani a wo kwa kon no. Ba fuma akode preko.
Agbeve fever so de eni akode akese pa. Malaria bia yi ni ti pe na di so.
Madam fu membra na wose WW yenimu ani yenimu. Hey, agbeve fever me de timi ye. Na Ghana ha so de kro bie no aye malaria free. Enti se metu kwan a na maboam ho preko. Me fa agbeve fever e hye bag man sakra na fatade ambehye
na sese wudi ni nyina ekro no yen ya ka fie nso
oh sa hade krom hade de ne afamasi chemical ne herbal shops na abu anu nso gum kama atituru kra ne agbebe herbal center oh so utium last stop ana afra 0208130 and 0246595
agbebe fever
malaria se ne ho odina o mefesi apemfo abata wo ma manufo ene nkoda wo nimfie du mienu epe won ka ho
e wo se wodi etri di mu hihyehu ka ho ansa na waje ayarehwe senia oman no etri di ayaresan hyehyeye tie
FD ahyehyɛ saa ejedie nkrato yi mu agye atomu se eye
Machio, mi brono sufo.
Adienche, why su ni?
Augusta bo. Machio, mi brono sufo. Hey, Augusta bo. Momo manta vedru. Hey, Momo manta vedru. Hey, hey, Augusta samba. Momo mantunu na abanu. Yo, afi we dia educhem. Obetime wini 10,000 Ghana cedis. Eno anse ukotadia. Udi momo betia. Udi shopping. Na fa momo ye payment. Na Joe point. Beka nipa empimie no a ombenya achede sa season we mu. Achede ne dam free August ekosi September. Check your points. Eye simple. And also obe dial *120#. Na achede go yi bi ba onchen. If you say utua ka kwan paso, who you so momo. Just momo it. We there for you everywhere you go.
Asempa FM.
Still Franco Trading your phone papa fee.
Franco Trading Enterprise our phone baby. Say yes Samsung, Nokia, Itel, Infinix, iPhone, Huawei. Ebia.
Oh, our original laptops and desktop, computer and phone accessories, USB cables, phone cases, power banks, hands-free chargers, and antiviruses.
Franco your noa TV saba 32 and 43 inch. Franco TVs no. And need daho. Yana Jodie.
Say grade the ohia of Franco bia ultimate on online. Auto free francotrading.com and now download the Franco app no to phone so free Google Play Store and Apple App Store. And the auto no online bia wonya 30% discount. The auto bia or the bro baby awo.
Shisha Franco Trading our Facebook page no and our more than 100,000 likes no.
Shanensuo Franco Facebook page no now more than 100,000 likes no. Franco Trading Enterprise head office Wadabraka and the Roxy Cinema bus stop no. Ne dinhwe anymore. Branches no be Circle, Osu, Tema, Medina, Hacho, La Paz, Kasua, and the Ghana for 99 and free 0355 939311.
Hey driver, you need to prepare. Option as any so for sika me sisia.
Ati sa peka from my.
Mesra mo munya botre ma men kan wom. Ebi e beje so. Ah, ye nya botre say.
O boakra. You need on time.
Hey, Akingo. What's up? Oja, me battery ni nye. E na oil no so. Why no so aye dey? Irata Motors Aquafa Speed Mate batteries. Pa. All sizes for all vehicles. And Speed Mate oil. Yeah, e ma car engine e ye na dwuma ye ma ne chema wo. Wonti, e no abeje apasu nyafo kwam. Speed Mate oil no. A fully synthetic.
Ewunia for Speed Mate battery mami. Na me from commerce sesia. Me we are straight to Irata Motors. No copper Speed Mate battery and oil ni nyina bi.
And ye Irata Motors. And in accredited agents ni nyina. Ubenya bi from 0264 445 268 and 0263 136 700. Speed Mate batteries. And in the oil. Irata Motors. No more disappointments.
Dear Baker, never see me. Not a crown any penny out of not a near way. Now, me say, to boy, and to come home. My fatapia, about Pano, malaria fever, Montabia, loss of appetite, Montabia, say a punua, Montabia, Wonam Yawaya, Montabia, no matuna sound to India,
Tabia Heba Mesha, Usunumbi.
Yara Ghana, ne famu shachirana, Sametimi atomi ametrata, enam sika menye free me harvest muafinti. Yara beta, no.
Mira.
Yes or no?
Afe na yebe yiska for pa.
Yes, via.
Eda mutirinko.
Yeti dasi.
Okwani biada yeso na abe muamamu no. Na me so me de ni metumi edu sampempenso we.
Se wote se meka, Yara beta crop lift bow.
Aye.
Eye foliar fertilizer. Fertilizer, ewo nutrients. It is NPK, ebi zinc ne boron. Ya ebuama and rabaya suyi.
Wobet the Yara Vita egugu crops ahodo te say tomatoes, meko, mango, ekutu oni cereals so.
Me wife kura ni mu. Ya simple. Yara Vita, wo huna enye ya. Wobet me the afra agrochemical foforo e dia boss spray. Age herbicides. Any weedicides pe enenka ho. Waya Yara Vita. Say the be fertilizer no kura betimi awura leaves anasan haba no nyina mu amobia ayi na dwuma yie.
Na benye bia to he.
Ubenya Yara Vita crop lift bow. Ewo accredited dealers. Or Ghana for Nanya.
Asempa FM.
Yara Ghana 0302 779 854. Check this out. Enhwemu kyerɛ afibia enipa malaria eku omo wiasa fana nyina ebro opepem baako over 1 million people. Dia beboa ne sesese. Malaria edro lumatrona anti-malaria drug aba. Emofra enum lumatrona syrup no. Nempenfo nso efa lumatrona tablets. Ohwo yehye utipa wo. Wo malaria test ne bi wom. Hwehwɛ lumatrona anti-malaria drug every pharmacy na chemical shop ya eben wo no. Ninsi pharmacy ene ton dodo. Accra wo kai shi drug lane. Eno sawo Medina. Fra 050 2174 361. Kumasenso Ninsi Pharmacy ewo Ashtown opposite Salvation Army no. Fra 0322 039 889. Lumatrona, don't let malaria kill you, please.
FD ahwehwe sa ejede nkratu mu agye atum se eye.
pesa we IT specialist and now
Asempa FM
CEO e was our business now we dey see when it's na na and now wo pesa we semchoni and now po edawa kuma so say wo pesa obi wankasa fashion line na ene tutu mike na befa wo admission forms e wo Blue Crest University College ne boy 100 Ghana cedis said ya beya ubetumi acho ye 45 minutes online instruction ni bi so wo pesa coupon addition edimu dia eno ani Blue Crest University College ye de ho abata enwuma eku ekukudam ebe ne IBM Oracle Google, Microsoft, any University of Sunderland, UK. Ubetumi esua de online. Our baby bia eyema obia. Yen September 2020 admissions no. Eda so koso. Ubetumi abaye campus. Ewo kokomlemle. Yeni ATTC technical ene eboshe. Ubetumi afre. Ana ubesani en WhatsApp. Ewo 026 301 1390. Blue Crest College. Education for life through leadership, innovation, technology, and entrepreneurship.
Asempa FM.
Basti, father, I ready na me.
Asempa FM.
Abusia guso Asempa 94.7 FM se guso 80 ye hwe live wo Facebook a Ekosiisen dwumadie na ye guso de branche na ye de dwumadie no eba wieye ma menko sabi ya meka say mpanimfo miensa na ne ye ne wasi adwafoma General Secretary ma PNC Atik Mohammed Ewofie ha Richard Nyama Deputy Communications Director MPP and a former MP for Adenta Odimunyamfo Kwadwo Eduasai so ha but for 5 minutes na ye sorry dwumadie no eso ye hwe ensemo amampani dada tu dwa efa obi be free ho afa ne commission projects nananu mu misa sika no wehemfa tiawa ene ne aka na yeko
answer na medu ho no me ni apeni edo asare kan sembi mpesa me boss nyina tetew number 1 enokre okada fo no dodo na moto na ekita om na nyomo dia omo ye adwuma ma obi in most cases obi ato moto su be ba ko 10 ba ko 20 eno dia ma omo na mo ha eno mo ye ena make no in the first place base mom adwuma I don't see the job creation aspect for mo submission at NDC to Jano because at no point no maka say ebe mamuama oni motorbikes omon ka say ombe assemble motorbikes amomo kwhwe line now is one line item omo explain hwe omon kan kire okada for say the motorbikes be bremo na mo agi aye work and pay and I'm making MPP say instead of motorbikes, companies, at least VW is here. Or Kantanka, they are making small vehicles for this purpose. Listen, which aspect? No, listen. I'm saying that we are here today. If I want to own a Rolls Royce in the United States, I will own it. It's listen. 3 years. Wait, $100,000 a month. I can afford it. But yeah, ensure Mr. Bibiaka can't say how many come on a bebrel. It's because we don't have a good banking system. We are resolving that. Mommy, sir, listen. Mr. Mon can't Okada for some more motorbikes. I say more cars. You say it's not doable. We are saying that we are already negotiating with the people. You better listen. You don't have to do any down payment. You better agree. Say 10 years now do can't be Juma. 10 years no busumi bia say na obetua na okada me sell ensuo to a mutumi adwuma wo betina okada so when is raining me ni apanyi e wo motorbikes baako 10 me sell obisa no emu dia he na ne ba me sell emu dia he na ne ba edu asare okada oso ye okada o tie be say okada nyina bom
supervised riders
me say okada nyina bom eno na kabila di correction sending no eno nka okada ho it is recognized under the law it is not banned enti some okada mama nka eno nka ho na so me say ono no dia na illegal no bisa no or babema. Is he doing that job? Why does he want somebody's son? University, he should ask himself. That is the main question to him. Now, okay, also, other ancillary jobs, welding, motor repairs, and when I catch us repairs, I'm 100 no, motor repairs here. Now, okay, no essay now, one a mom. omo weld no one weld and dem omo ye kan mo se mo be training okada training man kan kire se mo be si okada training school enti omo fi you need to explain yourself what exactly motor riding no yes enti no se si ano de mo be na se mo be ti school sa ye training se na esi twi moto na nipa ni wi a na mato okada ma no na oya bosimi no etia ka na adien because here can you haven't explained these things. These are critical questions sir say muya no emai now beyond that uncle my example or say Philippines ye wo ye tricycle your friend is saying ambulance misra wo yire nyem obenfo ya dini ko hospital so onko na dini asi abobo ya echi truck so na oda ho na efufa amenamu gidi edi ko misra will you let your wife go through that anya bia no Ghana for muti o NDC be mamu abobo ya your friend say ambulance anya bia na Abraham ambulance papa fully fitted. Okay. Anya bia utina ambulance no mu a edro ni bibia wom sesi akra no ye plane and ye fly drone command for drones ye dis drones no buy no mo se mo nyintum covid buy United States and England for ebesua how to do that from us. That is thinking forward, big thinking. Mo di abobo ya be fa benfo akọ hospital when they are highly pregnant. Esa say ekwan nye na ambulance kese entimi fasa akwan no erade sa da ye na mo man Richard now so uye okada ni amesrew yes ye ma oka ana ye ma okada no edifusi kra de omo nka se omo ma okada yes ye be ma oka na watia no kakra omo mo de no se okada no awokita no ye be ma okwan ama watuatu ade na so enya de omudi omusika behim
yeah that's it Abusha Richard Nyama Deputy Communications Director ma MPP Mamenko Atik Mohammed so Atik so my
the last one Atik we dem esra wo atutu for kafra wo na de menua kabila ka ye no
Atik yen ko medum no man ko no we
menua eduasare no he actually enforced the need why we should discard this idea of legalizing okada. Njema oka ene nyina etintim nsema na meka no say ye ni kwan say ye be legalize okada en ye dikan okaya ko ekoka say ni enti ompeso o legalize okada ni say ye be train fitafo motor fitters mi so nyina na wo motor fitters so nti enye the legalization of okada na be ma yenya fitafo a omusiesie motors oka say ombe training okada for nipa ni nim de way ka motor da la uzu be training no they are dealing with okada riders so tie ni o nti nkrofo they already know how to ride motorbikes muslim mobile you are going to train them how to ride motors are you going to train them with how to fly with motorbikes and accident? Because motors, they know how to ride them already. The matter at issue, and say they have commercialized the riding of motorbikes. That is the matter at issue. Whether the omunimka is not an issue at all. Obiamba Bontimbekacho say, I want to learn how to ride a motorbike.
There be accidents in Tia.
Oh, Minuaba. Nkrofo mukita licenses get engaged in accidents. They are well-trained drivers. They engage in, they get involved in accidents. And yes, sir. And it is not about the training per se. And moto, what you say, a Koti school, be a motor riding school, and academy da. Your driving schools, what is a motor riding school? What be that?
But also, no need the na more cano. Wafa
and yen the na make generally training a woman first to say they will train them. And me besides are they going to train them to fly with the motorbikes and what kind of training are they going to give to them? If it is about traffic regulations, obi o timoto subia nim say a sole grader is so ujina. Uti here. Everybody knew timoto subina enim and you wouldn't say there is a licensing regime for motor riders. And the answer now, Uber qualified to even sit on the motor, no? The assumption is say you are fully trained, and that is how come they get you licensed. And all we need to do is to enforce the licensing regime for motor riders. And in Yahuka say Okada, and your regulation said they will train them to be flying with the motorbikes, displaying with the motorbikes, doing acrobatics with the motorbikes.
You are adding your own way.
Well, that is what I think the training is going to be. Because ordinary ride in there, unless you are going to teach them how to be supermen with the and superwomen with the motors, minimum your motor account. And spare parts. Say Okada legalize a man for Benye spare parts at home. Before me, the very time I hear who say motor ni, next spare parts will hire talk. Next papers or why ton because obi ni wa obekra moto aba abra on class pass no embai. And how can legalizing Okada rather be the reason why a man for beton's papers for regular ordinary motor riders? What I was thinking said the conversation would be about and that would have been a fantastic suggestion. Say, and it would be a legitimate way to create employment. And they say yebebwa the creation of to say our friend delivery services, but courier services. Ghana Post, but we can improve on that. Apart from regular post, post in such a way that letters and private companies. We can have a regime private individuals and our private companies can be encouraged to engage in courier services. EMS, ni other FedEx almost started and then they became international. We can encourage local courier services. And your commissioner, your friend, Postal and Courier Services Commission. I think I'm right. That's the name. Work cantonments. So on my head office, work cantonments on your way to American Embassy. Your Postal and Courier Services Commission. Now, so Okada Fueibi. Omuye delivery, omuye courier services, and they are not registered. What we should be doing is encourage you if there is some incentive regime to get them registered with the commission. Help them to employ people to work because COVID swatch and say and yet the beer now best sorry shop akoto ultimate order online. We order online you need courier services. And these are things that I'm say Okada no because they're illegal. Let's get companies and our individuals to set up companies. They can employ the services of these riders and no munye delivery. Legitimate courier services, postal and courier services commission for so but they say we are going to train Okada riders. We will legalize it. We will regulate it. And because you per se create thank you. Now can if Philippines. You see, when you are comparing, me sure say your exams are. You are not looking at Nipa we are seeing no. You are looking at Nipa no. Next time you want to catch up. Philippines in the Committee of Nations. Sabi Mr. Mika. Ghana and the Philippines who did to and tricycles. Say ambulance. And it is all part of this Okada arrangement or MUKU. And Dinamika say, Adia Aqua to say a flagship program. Because it has moved from training of Okada riders to Okada ambulances. And I think it is problematic.
You see, sir, me sure say Kura mu free mu. The
Republic of Gambaga.
The very village they come from.
Yes, Gambaga.
If those villages omotie nia omo kan wo kromu ha. Motia kra omo kan. Me sure say they will be so sad because you will be surprised say in some of their villages Grofokra insane. As I said, do Omoko hospital. Sabi truck crowd nipa.
Well, I mean, not in my.
I'm not. If it's not in your village, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
To us.
Please. please. Don't sit here and think, say, what or 307 ambulances you have solved. It doesn't make it. Please, you know, please, don't even talk like that.
Reduce it to Okada.
You see, let me tell you, despite all that, there are challenges that every day people are confronted with. Ambulances now, we say 307 are more important. Go and check the number as we speak right now. The numbers are dwindling.
Why?
Because of maintenance issues, accidents, and whatsoever. Yes. Go and check whether you still have 307. As I'm telling you, go and check. Are you asking me? I said go and check. Yes. So you should know, sir, with time, you can. What's it saying? The ambulance so what are you saying? They depreciate over a period.
No, but you are able to tell us.
Please. Me say ambulance be like every fleet. It's an assumption, yes. But just like every fleet, with time the way will dwindle. But if you don't replenish, what I say? Oh, Charlie, why are you people doing this?
Sorry. I think my honorable Trustman.
No, you have spoken what you want to speak. Why? What is your problem? We are talking about practical issues, things that are confronting us as we speak. What we will do is to train, make sure the drivers acquire requisite training before they hop on any bike. And then a take bike, so sabin producer. Okosa okwakoji license wo your friend saying licensing officer. They take you through driving test. Answer we are passo. Answer your license. Do you understand? But most of the riders we have on our street, they don't even have that license. What I say? So that is what we want to ensure. Says our regime, we enhance it in such a way, say people will be bold to go and pick up licenses before they hop on the road to ride. That way, they will be confident. Oh, who red light told him say make me ejina. Oh, who green light told say make me from. Oh, who police are. He has confidence to park and stay around the policeman. As at now, they are not able to do so because only our license. Wow, that is what we want to streamline. Now, yebe training a grofama oma yes, from the young papa mreso na moto ukroma. Definitely there will be people who repair moto. But say ejubano kesia, you should know say the job on those people will increase. What I say? If you go and bring 1,000 more bicycles, bikes, definitely you should know say who need that number of a year betting ISR servicing. So you need to train some more people. Into who common maths. Yes, common mathematics here who say the more bikes ever crew more. It will help others to learn train in the repair of motorbikes and all of that. And then the parts issues. Party Aboso can't afford the go away. There are other companies that bring in these motorbikes. Motorbike, there were different brands. Ubeko India, omo be a boxer. Ubeko China, omo baku be me fini the regular one be a motawo. But that is not the only. Japan for Yamaha, others were Kawasaki, anything kika count. When they realize that there's a business here in Ghana like that, definitely most of these motorbike companies, they will want to set up offices here and make sure the best motorbikes come to our country.
Omonyam for Kwajo Edu Asare and Ebusia Yaten Nkano. Yadi Aseda Emma Mpenimfo me and saying Richard Nyama, Deputy Communications Director MPP. Omonyam for Kwajo Edu Asare. Also, Kanim Rashebedwani mo man for ya no war adenta no. Atik Mohammed, former General Secretary ma PNC and Amperimfo Ebeboayen. Yamfa seda Emma Consolidated Bank and they sika krabia ba ko a aban ene kitem etudu sika to hono mo a arehwemu ne se BBC a mo wonsi achiba bibi akora ntumi si efisa aban ene kitem fa sika kwoto na mo ankoma na Korean ginseng tea so tea papa pass wono mo a ene wapom de ka ginseng a chese yade bi ani ho a ensomu unya bi ebeboa mpanimfo a wonumu eda Rockstars Roofing na no se yemmon nka yese wasi dan awie wo se oboso ko Rockstars Roofing ehwonom na abenya chance papa e dia board dan so a ohaw bia eni ho Franco Trading Enterprise adaroma ene TV papa ena papa Franco diaba Tabia Heba Mr. Yara Ghana Limited onum so de na chese nura ya de egum fudie so amana so yi Rock Properties adaroma o pensase o pesa o dan no ye hwe ye ho ntoto ye ma wa ni nyina obeye ede ama kama na Irata Motors ene batteries na wuhia abenya bi oye se ye change wo car oye de ama o ni nyina betumi anya bi kama abusuan famo ensia na ye nam asinyame ya domo china from Maswasi constituency ene yede Ekosiisen dwumadie ebefri aba yenamase na yemfamo ensia meda producers ase Dominic Isi ebo akwa kutwum Justin Tiamwa ena DJ Yayo Sada so ena writer Amenyo eso etechi ena yedebrem ne on ebo em stream live ewo Facebook misumi din abusua fremi ABY meje so madam ase ema mo enitia monyimi phone na yemfa ensia ya ni aka ebeto aso amamu. Hey Jack.